Hi, everybody. Welcome to the session where we talk about life in Ottawa, life on campus, and give you a glimpse of what you can expect. My name is Leah Odada. I'm an International Admissions and Recruitment Officer here at Carleton University. I'm also a former Carleton International student, and I do have two current students joining me, and we're very excited to just give you a glimpse about what you can expect to experience when you come to Carleton. We'll start with introductions, and I will let Romina start us off.
Hello everyone, my name is Romina Conde Torreblanca. I am currently finishing my second year in film studies, and the countries I call home would be Canada because I was born here and because now I live here, as well as Mexico since all my family is Mexican and I was raised in Mexico City.
Awesome. Thank you, Romina. Akriti, how about you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Akriti, and I'm a second year Bachelor of Arts honors student in psychology with a concentration in organizational psychology. And the countries I call home is India, and I live off campus.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for joining us. I know the students are very excited to hear about your experience with residents and your experience with Ottawa. I will just give a bit of logistical information before you get to hear from both of them. So, if you were a student who applied to Carleton directly from high school and you have received your offer package, you will likely saw an offer to residents. High school students applying to Carleton directly from high school are guaranteed a double traditional room in residence. If you're a student who applied a bit later or you're currently in university, you can still get an offer to residence. You just have to apply directly, and then you'll be put in a lottery system. Most students tend to get a space, so just go as early as possible, and you should be okay and good to go. When it comes to our residence community, we have 11 residence buildings, all located within our centralized campus. Our 11 residence building hosts about 3,600 students, and we have two styles. So we have the traditional style, which is kind of like a typical room. You have your bed, you have your desk, you have your closet, you have a bookcase, and you have a shared bathroom. When it comes to the suite style, it does have a kitchenette attached to it. The kitchen has a fridge, a microwave, and so you can use that, and you can also get a hot plate to be able to make meals in the kitchen. So those are the two styles you'll see for residents. If you're living in residence, you will have access to a meal plan. So most students have access to an all-access meal plan. This means that you can go to the cafeteria anytime. I might be a bit biased, but I think Carleton has one of the best cafeterias in Canada, and a lot of people agree because we are ranked number 2 for the best cafeterias in Canada for both universities and colleges. Our cafeteria caters to all the different dietary restrictions. So if you have a specific dietary need that you will have to accommodate, we can make that happen when you come to live in residence. Throughout the year, our residence department, they do make things very interesting. So you'll find like some holiday themes. When I was a student, they did a Hogwarts theme where they transformed the whole entire cafeteria into Hogwarts. And the staff dressed as Harry Potter characters. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, that was really great to see. But they do things to keep things interesting. We have our chocolate fountain, which comes out very often. They make your own sundaes. Throughout the year, the cafeteria tries to make sure that you don't get bored of the food, but they also keep it healthy and keep it great. So residence is a warm, welcoming community. It's there to make the transition as easy as possible, as safe as possible, but we want you to be able to gather with people. So there are very many areas where you can kind of gather, de-stress. One of the areas I like to highlight is the Raven's Roost, which you can see in this picture. It has lots of board games, it has lots of activities, it has PlayStation, Xbox, Wii, you name it, they have it. You can kind of gather here every day after school. It's a great way to de-stress, meet people from other floors, but there are also other places that you can gather on residence. We have our TV lounges where you can kind of get together, watch a show, watch a game. Um, it's all about bringing people together. Residence is kind of like the first stop to make the transition into Ottawa, and they're there to support you 24/7. So you do have that reassurance that it's safe, it's welcoming, it's very, very supportive. Just some key important deadlines to keep in mind. So as I mentioned, if you have your offer of residence, you're guaranteed an offer if you get an admission before May 13th, and you do have to accept that offer by June 8th to secure your spot in residence. Now, that was all logistical information. I want you to get the first-hand perspective from a current student, so I will invite Romina to talk about her residence experience.
Thank you. Well, the first thing that I want to say about residence is something that you will see rather than no one's going to tell you this. But what happens is that um, students come to residence for their first year just to like get the whole university experience, and then they meet friends, they meet people, and then they rent off campus. However, you can also return as an upper year student, which is my case. In my first year, I was in Dundas, and this year I'm still in Dundas, and in my next year I'm still gonna be in Dundas. It's my decision though, because I find residence really convenient. For example, I don't need to wake up at 6 a.m. to take a bus to go to my morning classes, or if I'm really stressed about assignments, or I have a lot of things to do, I don't need to go grocery shopping to cook my meals. I just need to go to the cafe, and like I generally think that that is an advantage.
Awesome. And it is very convenient to get easily to your classes, as Romina said. That's one of the perks of living in residence. So I am going to talk briefly about the city of Ottawa before you hear from Akriti. So our university is located in the nation's capital. We are located in Ottawa. Ottawa is a very beautiful city, very student friendly, friendly on the budget, very welcoming. I actually moved to Ottawa from a very warm climate. We only experienced 2 seasons. So moving to Canada, I got to realize you get to experience 4 different seasons, and all of those seasons have so much that they bring to you to offer. For example, we have the summer. This is a great warm activity. You can be outdoors, warm weather, lots of great things to do. We have the winter. A lot of international students fear the winter, especially if you haven't experienced it before. While it can get cold, I think the winter is still a lot of fun. There's so many activities to do. There's winter sports. Fun fact, we actually have the Rideau Canal right behind our campus. So it's kind of like in our backyard. It is one of the largest skating rinks in the winter because it freezes over, so you can actually skate from campus all the way downtown. It's a fun winter activity to do, and you can do it with your friends. You can do it as an exercise option. Lots of things that you can kind of take advantage of, and you can rent skates from the ISSO. We have the fall when the leaves are turning color. It's beautiful. You can go hiking on the parks. There's so many parks. And then we have the spring when the flowers are coming into bloom. It's just beautiful to see, Instagram worthy. You can take lots of cool pictures. As an international student, not only are you transitioning from high school to university, you're also moving to a whole new country. And that is a really big adjustment, and we commend you for doing that. But we want to make sure you're supported every step of the way. How we do this is that we have an office that's dedicated to international students. It's called the International Student Support Services Office. They'll actually be here later today, so you can chat with them. But they give you great advice. They help you prepare for moving to Canada. They help you with study permit issues. They help you figure out your health insurance, but they also want you to have fun when you live in Ottawa. So they have lots of great fun events that you can do, such as visiting museums, snowshoeing, going to a hockey game, which is very unique to Canada, renting skates from the ISSO. If you don't want to buy skates, you can rent skates from there. They want to support you as well. So, for example, they have mentors available. I find this a great option because you can get so much information from students who've already done this process before. They have come up with great hacks to how to navigate campus in the shortest way possible. They have hacks on how to get the best student discounts. So they have a lot of wisdom that they would like to impart to you. So you can get a mentor, you can sign up for the peer mentorship program and kind of get that support. When it comes to your experience, you want it to be a vibrant experience. It's not just about academics. So you can connect with your community or Carleton, but you can also connect with the community in the city. You can volunteer. You can go for games. We have a very friendly rivalry with the other university here. It's called Ottawa U. Their games are amazingly fun. You can volunteer for different organizations, and you can just kind of go for activities around campus. As I mentioned, all the different seasons bring with them so much to offer, so you can enjoy that. And I will give Akriti a chance to hear about her Ottawa experience.
So basically, I live off campus. So, as I said, okay, there are like some drawbacks to living on it, but I personally love living off campus. That way, I can explore Ottawa so much and experience both worlds, that is, inside Carleton and even outside Carleton, and what it is like to be inside the university and outside of it. Personally, for me, Ottawa has been like super nice and super fun for the time I've been here. It's like in summer you have so much to do, like all the activities, all the water sport activities that you have, and all these like tulip festivals, the sunflower fields that you can go see. And Ottawa actually looks super pretty in summer. So to be here during like the best period of time and experience it is one of the best things. I've lived like off campus most of my time. I've never lived on residence and everything. So during like taking the bus definitely is a task, but it's like you have its own perks and everything like that to it. And there's so many things like with the ISSO and everything. I've part like volunteered with them as well, and we've taken people to museums. Your entry is free and everything. So it's like that's one of the best advantages of living in Ottawa. You have like days dedicated where your entries are free to museums and places like that, so where you can go see it and experience it. And there are like so many festivals around in Ottawa in summer. It's like you have the Asian festival and then the Greek festival. And it's like it's so fun to see all that happening around when you're living here. So that's my experience. I've had like a super fun time and looking forward to it again. I'm waiting for summer now. So yeah.
That's awesome. And I echo what you say. The summer does bring with it a lot of fun activities to do. But even the winter too, you have lots of festivals. We have the ice sculpture festival. It's also lots of really great ice sculptures, fun activities to do with winter sports, winter games, and all of that. But every season brings with it lots of great things to do. Ottawa is very safe. It's very welcoming. And honestly, you have to experience Ottawa for yourself. It's like it's this little hidden gem that has so much to offer, but you never really know until you get here how incredible Ottawa is. Now, that's just a brief introduction to what Ottawa has to offer, what residents has to offer. We know that you're very curious about this experience and we want to be able to help you. So we will be able to chat with you. Our ambassadors are available on the UniBuddy platform if you have specific questions for them. This is actually a view of our downtown Ottawa. That's our parliament. You can actually go visit parliament. There's a free day where you can enter and just see what it looks like. One of our students, Romina, actually did a great article about her day visiting Parliament, and it's amazing to see the pictures. But those are just some of the things that you can take advantage of living in a beautiful city like Ottawa. We will have time to take your questions in the student panel or in the booth after the event. These live sessions are done. But I would like to just say thank you very much for joining us today. We hope that you got some great perspective about what Ottawa has to offer and catch you on the next session. But we do have a short video before we wrap up about residents.
Hello everyone, my name is Romina Conde Torreblanca. I'm an international student from Mexico City. I am currently in my second year of film studies and I've lived in residence for 2 years.
Hey everyone, my name is Cameron Azizli. I'm a third year international student from Azerbaijan. I've been in residence for the past 2 years and I'm studying criminology.
Living in residence has gave me a lot of things, especially my friends, which I consider my family since I see them every day. I hang out with them 24/7 and yeah, it's really special. They are my family. Welcome to Raven's Roost. This is a space for resident students where they can hang out with their friends or play board games, video games, and do whatever they want.
There's also a lot of events that take place in the Raven's Roost, such as the International Students Affinity Group, the Musical Talent Night, and other events that people put together to socialize and get to know each other more.
Here in residence, if you have an all-access meal plan, you don't need to worry about cooking or going grocery shopping. You can just enter the cab whenever you want.
Let's get to eat healthy by just staying on rest and coming to the cafeteria. With that being said, cafeteria also respects your dietary restrictions and they have halal food there or any other thing that you might want to have.
Personally, my favorite meals here at the cab are the fried eggplant, the cherry cheese dishes, the grilled cheese sandwich, and also the pizza. Enjoy the beautiful surroundings. For example, you could have a picnic in the park, or study by the river, play volleyball at Muniz Bay Beach, or even walk by the canal. You could also go to a lot of restaurants in Lansdowne, or even go shopping in Rideau Center, downtown.